And I'm going to explain to you how this little small program works. It's written in a programming language called Python. Are you familiar with Python? Well, suffice to say it's a programming language, and it has built-in functions. And when I want to make it do something, in this case we are writing a program called Take a Break, which will basically what it's supposed to do is periodically throughout the day, it's supposed to tell somebody who's a hard-working individual that it's time to take a break. So the program has to do a couple of things. It has to keep track of the time, and then it has to tell the person that it's time, when it's time to take a break, and then it has to pull up their favorite YouTube video, and that's what they'll do on their break. So because Python has built-in functions, these are some of the functions that we're going to be using in this program. One is called time, and the other one is called web browser. Those are built-in functions in Python. So I'm going to call them, import those functions first before I'm able to use them. My program is called Take a Break, or Take Break, and we're going to start off, since we're going to do this 3 times. Take break is my first variable, and I set it equal to 3. And then because we are going to have to know what the count is, whether it's the first time we said take a break or second time, I have a count, and I set that count equal to 0. And then this line of the code is print. It tells it to print out something to let me know when the program starts, and that's when I utilize one of the built-in functions in Python called ctime, which is current time. So I tell it to import the current time, so it should print out this program started on, and it gives a date and a time. And then here's my loop, because I had to count 3 times rather than write out the code, the same code 3 times. I loop it. I said go through this and execute this code, then go through it and execute it again, then go through it and execute it again. And I'm going to do that 3 times. So the loop is the while the count is less than the take break, and see take break is equal to 3, as you see. So as long as the count is less than 3, then this code is going to execute, and it's going to have the sleep time. What I'm doing is I want it to pause, because in the original iteration of the code they wanted to do it for every 3 hours to take a break, or every 2 hours to take a break. But rather than do it that long when you're trying to do a code, we set it for a short period of time. In this case, 10 seconds. So when you say time.sleep, see, that's a built-in function of Python is time. And we're seeing one of the times it does, we saw it did current time, it also does sleep time. And so that's a second built-in function. And we're going to take sleep time and we're going to set it to 10. See, whatever's in the parentheses is in seconds. So if I really want to do it in hours, I would go 2 times 60 times 60 to do how many seconds in 2 hours, and of course I'd come up with the actual sleep time in seconds. So again, like I said, we just set it for 10. And then there's other function where I said I imported web browser, another built-in function. Then that web browser dot open is telling it to go to the web browser function and execute the open routine, and that's what it does. It's going to open this web URL that I put in there, and I can be any URL for a web, and it would pop open that web page and play whatever was on. In this case, it's a YouTube video. And then again, of course, I got to go back now and take my count, which was set to 0, and then I have to increment it by 1. So now it'll increment the time by 1. So it go from 0 to +1. And then the next time the count is going to be equal to 1. So it's going to be 1 plus 1. So it's going to be 2. And that's how it's going to keep track with how many iterations. So to execute the code in Python, I just hit the run module, and the code takes off. And in 10 seconds, it should open up a URL to play our favorite video. And then it should do that 3 times before it stops. Okay, and you see it's coming up. I haven't set a default, so I have to tell it which web browser to use, because I don't set the default. And there you have it. And that's the second, would be the second execution it's trying to do now. and our favorite video comes up. Voila. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for you recording the video. Appreciate it.